challenge Abhimanyu Mithun. I guess I would want to see how much of a thing he has. He's pretty good in knowing about the game in and out. So I guess I would want to see how much of a thing he has.
Welcome Abhimanyu Mithun. K. Gautam has challenged you. Do you want to say anything to K. Gautam?
I don't know why he said my name, and I saw that smile on his face when he said my name. So then I thought I'll accept this challenge and see how can I do this.
4 easy questions for you, 3 medium and 3 tough. First question, easy section. A bowler oversteps and bowls a wide in the same ball. What will the umpire call? Is it option A, wide, option B, no ball, or option C, wide and no ball?
It's a no ball.
No ball. No ball is indeed right. Ready? Second question. A batsman is getting ready to play a switch hit. A right arm bowler who's bowling over the wicket suddenly bowls around the wicket. What will the umpire do? Will he ignore it or will he call a no ball? 2 options.
No ball. It's a no ball. Umpire calls it a no ball.
So, 2 out of 2. Third question. Is a bowler allowed to bowl without a run-up?
Yes, option A is.
Absolutely. Third question is also right. 3 out of 3 for you so far. He is allowed to bowl without a run-up. So, well done. Fourth question. Last one in the easy section. Can an umpire give a batsman out without an appeal by the bowling team? Option A, yes. Option B, no.
No. Without an appeal.
Yeah, so no is again the right option. Without an appeal by the bowling team, an umpire cannot give a batsman out. So
sometimes umpire gives out when we won't hear the nick, the bat, and also it's possible as well.
Okay, even without an appeal, do they just give it off? Do they give it out?
Yeah. Sometimes when umpires hear the noise of the bat, especially the caught behind ones.
I see. Interesting. Interesting, because the law actually clearly states that without an appeal by the bowling team, an umpire should not.
I've seen sometimes where I've done that when they feel it's caught behind or something, when the players won't appeal. So sometimes, it's not always, but sometimes.
Okay, we've got 4 out of 4. We're getting into the medium section. You've started with the
section, I think, was this year when we were playing the quarterfinals, I think semi-finals. And the first time they implemented in domestic that DRS. So weirdest thing that what I felt was we had a DRS and the decisions they said if umpire tells if it's above the wicket or something like that, we wouldn't be able to take the decision like DRS for that. Only if the impact or something is in line and we are able to take the decision. So I didn't understand that. What was it exactly? Because this when we played against Bengal, we wanted to take DRS and captain used to come and ask only if it's in line we can take the decision. If umpire says it's above, we can't take the decision. Take DRS. So I felt that was a little weird when we played this domestic season. The meaning of the DRS, because always if umpire knew if he says it's outside off, then obviously we weren't able to take the DRS. I didn't know then. Umpire was already given the decision and we had DRS also. So I didn't understand why we had DRS.
So you've got 4 out of 4. Fifth question. If a captain is not available for the toss, who else can represent the team? I'll give you 4 options. Is it A, only the vice captain? Option B, only the coach? Option C, any member of the playing 11? Option D, anyone connected to the team, including support staff?
Yeah, I'll go with option C, anyone from playing 11.
That's absolutely right. Option C, anyone from the playing 11 is absolutely right. So well done. 5 out of 5 for you. We're getting into the 6th question. the batsman hits the ball straight in the air, it first hits the stumps at the bowler end without touching the ground, and then it hits the umpire, and then it goes to the fielder and the fielder catches it. It has not hit the ground anywhere, but it hit the stump and then the umpire. The fielding team appeals. What will the umpire do? Is it option A, out, he's out caught? Option B, not out and the ball is called a dead ball? Option C, not out and the fielding team is warned for needless appealing?
I'll go with option A, out.
Out is right, out is right. So even if it hits the umpire or any other person or even the stumps, as long as it doesn't hit the ground, he is out.
No,
So
yes.
that, yeah, so should have been in the easy section, I guess. But anyway,
These questions are easier. Much easier than the first 4 questions.
heading into the 7th question, last question in the medium section. A batsman is out bowled, hit wicket, and caught behind in the same ball. How is his dismissal recorded? Option A, bowled. Option B, hit wicket. Option C, caught behind. Option D, all of the above. That is bowled and hit wicket and caught behind.
Option A, bold.
Bowled is again right. Bowled is again right. You got 7 out of 7. What is the explanation though? Why do you think it's bowled?
Because obviously, first thing the umpire sees is the bold. So, and then the cord bend, and then the wicket, obviously. So, obviously, umpire sees the first thing is the bold. So, I feel yes, he'll tell it's to write down as a bold.
Okay, fair enough. The explanation is that a bowled will always take precedence. So even if the bails actually fall off after say a catch is taken or something like that, the umpire batsman will be given out bowled. So anyway, minor things, but your answer was
But
spot on.
So new things from you, so I'm enjoying it actually.
But you've done so while you've got 7 out of 7 and without using a lifeline. So we're getting into the tough section. 3 questions in the tough section and you've got 3 lifelines. So you can just use them if you wish. So ready? Ready for the tough ones?
Okay.
Death overs?
Okay.
Okay. 8th question. A few overs into a match, basically after the match has started, the umpires feel that the pitch is dangerous for play. The pitch is, okay. Can they change the game to another pitch in the same ground? I'll give you options again. 3 options for this. Option A, no, they cannot change the pitch. They have to call off the game. That is option A. Option B, yes, they have the complete authority to shift to another pitch. Basically, they can change the game even without asking the teams, batting or bowling team. Option C, yes, they can change, but only if the captains agree to the change.
What are the options I have? Lifeline?
Okay, so you're using a lifeline. I'll keep it to yes, they have the complete authority to shift to another pitch. That is option B. And option C, yes, they can change the pitch, but only if the captains agree. So basically, should the captains agree or not?
Yeah, it's the option C. Only if the captain agrees, they can change the pitch.
That's again spot on. So 8 out of 8. Has such a thing ever happened in a match that you've been part of?
No, I don't think so. Because obviously, whenever we play, it's only 1 wicket. It'll be prepared, right? So I've never seen anything happen like that.
Have you ever been part of a game that has been called off because of a dangerous pitch?
Yeah, I've been part of it.
No.
Some of the matches in Bangalore, the unprepared wickets, and also sometimes I've seen the calling of the match.
8 out of 8. 9th one. Ready?
Okay.
So it's a T20 match,
Okay.
and the umpire calls over. Basically, umpire says over is up after just 5 balls.
Okay.
Okay, the scorer also does not notice it. Nobody notices it. and you're the captain of the batting side. After 2 balls in the next over, you bring it to the attention of the umpire that he has miscounted.
Okay.
The umpire realizes his mistake. Now, what does he do? Option A, he adds 1 ball to the ongoing over. Option B, he adds 1 ball to the last over of the innings.
Okay.
Option C, he will stop the ongoing over and he will ask the bowler of the previous over to complete that 1 ball. Option D, he will do nothing. It is too late to change.
This is really tough question. I feel it's option D.
Too late?
It's too late to change it. It'll be option D.
You said it was difficult, but you have got it even without using a lifeline. It is too late to change. 9 out of 9. Only one player so far that I have interviewed has got 10 out of 10. That is someone who actually posted recently that his name is always mistaken for your name. It's Abhinav Mukund.
Oh.
So let's see if you can crack 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Anyway, you've defeated K. Gautam already, so challenge has already been.
How much has K Gautam?
He did a good job also. So he got 7 out of 10. You got 9 out of 9, and we're getting into the 10th question. You have an option to make it 10 out of 10. So last one.
Okay.
Last one is tricky. You might find this difficult. Let's see. The ball hits the batsman's edge and then hits the fielding team helmet, which is kept behind the wicket keeper.
Okay.
After it hits the helmet, the ball goes to the boundary.
Okay.
When the ball had hit the helmet, the batsman had already run 1 run.
Okay.
Now, how many runs will be scored in total? Okay, so option A is 4 runs, basically the boundary. Option B is 5 runs, which is the penalty for the ball hitting the helmet. Option C is 6 runs, because 5 runs penalty plus 1 run that they had already completed. Option D is 10 runs, which is 1 run completed plus 5 runs penalty plus the ball going to the boundary. You also have a lifeline.
I already have 50-50 in my mind. What lifeline do I have?
Same, 50-50. Or if you want to phone a friend, you can call someone and ask also.
Oh yeah.
Why not?
Okay, I'll call. We'll try. Be fun. I don't know if we can.
Who are you calling?
One of my friend who knows all these. No, he's not received. We'll call one more fellow. We'll call KC the secretary's son. He's very good in all this. He managed too many clubs, follows rules. ಬೇಡ ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಬೋಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಬಾಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಕೀಪರ್ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ರನ್ ಇದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀನು. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ 5 runs only penalty, option C 6 runs. They have ran 1 run when they ball was hitting the helmet. So option C 6 runs, option D 10 runs. Come on, miss. Pakka. correct agi full out 10 out of 10 sigutte meaning this. But they've made one run, no?
So what did your friend say? What's the answer?
He was also confusing me, saying if the batsman is already crossing, it's important. So it's a little confusion, but I think 6 runs. It's option C, 6.
Option C, 6 is right. Option C, 6 is completely right. 10 out of 10 for you. Do you want
And
to
I
know?
want to share one incident. A particular
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
happened.
Hmm.
This 8 ball hitting the helmet. When we are playing under 19 ZCA, so we're playing finals South Zone versus North Zone.
Hmm.
So we had a last wicket in hand and we needed some 30 runs or 40 runs. So one end I think was Kaushik Gandhi from Tamil Nadu, and other end I think one player called GVS Prasad from Andhra. So they both were batting. It was very crucial because I think it was very good match. We were playing against North Zone and they had very good side. And we needed that partnership to win that trophy because South Zone never had won that ZCA tournament. So I think last 10 runs when we needed, it was very tough, very intense, and we were like everyone was sitting in the same place and looking at the match. And Siddharth Kaul was bowling, so I think Kaushik Gandhi played, and Siddharth Kaul they were running the single, and Siddharth Kaul took the ball and he threw to the stands and it made and hit the helmet. So I think we got 6 runs and we needed only 4 runs in the next over. So I think I can remember that incident. It was similarly like this question what happened. Last time I think the South Zone had won the ZCA. So I can still remember that moment. So exactly the same what question you asked, this incident happened to me.
Okay. Excellent. 6 runs is right. So the explanation is that it's not, the boundary is not counted because the ball becomes dead as soon as it hits the helmet. So whatever happens after that does not count. Well done, 10 out of 10. Do you want to celebrate? Do you want to, maybe you should call up K. Gautam and
Thanks, Paj. I got more than you.